Hey there, birdies! Welcome back to the nest. Today we have a 30-day reading. What is going to happen in your next 30 days, what you can expect in your career, in your love life, and we're going to also look into some self-care that you can tap into during these next 30 days to make your life a little bit better. So with that being said, we have 4 beautiful piles here with us. Today we have some fluorite for pile number 1. We have some Bostwana agate for pile number 2. We have some tiger's eye for my number 3s. And last but not least, we have some tangerine quartz for pile number 4. Alright, so feel free to pause the video a little bit for you to meditate on the cards, for you to meditate on the crystals. You can choose by the timestamps as well. They're going to be down below, and once you're set, I'll see you over there. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the fluorite, you're in the right place. Let's get started here on your next 30 days. We are going to start by taking a look into your overall energy, what you may expect as an overall, perhaps even some specific events. But then we're going to look into career, into love and relationships. I'm going to have it all together over there. And then we're going to finish up with some self-care and some advice for you. We're also going to roll my self-care dice, so you'll have some things for you to focus on during these next 30 days to make your life a little bit better. But let's get started here. Let's take a look into your cards. We have Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. We also have Tree of Life, true wisdom and making good choices in life, number 2. And we have dreams. Okay, so I kind of feel like perhaps where you're coming from is a place where you have been feeling like the opposite of this card. Like you have been not making good choices, like you always fall back into the same patterns, like you're always going in this circle and you don't really know how to get out of that. And I feel like during these next 30 days, I feel like you're going to find an answer. I feel like you're going to find a way out of those patterns and of those cycles, and you're finally going to be able to see, I would even say like you may actually be able to see some dream come into fruition, come into light, and I feel like it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. I do feel like you have been creating a lot of roots for your dream life, and I feel like that is what you may start to understand during these next 30 days. I feel like you have been, like all of the things that you have been going through, all of the patterns, all of the soul contracts, the toxic people that you had in your life, the job situations that didn't work, the arguments, the just things that are falling apart and crumbling, it was because they weren't aligned with your dream life. They weren't aligned with who you're meant to be. And I feel like during these next 30 days, you're actually going to be able to understand what is meant to be and what is meant for you. And I feel like you're finally having this release. I am getting that this could be specifically for love, where you, it could be both, but I am getting that you could have been attached to a specific person for a very long time, and I feel like during these next 30 days, you might have this realization of, oh wait, maybe there's actually something way better for me out there, who knows, you know? And I feel like you're going to allow your mind to expand a little bit and to float a little bit higher. I feel like you're finally allowing yourself to see that perhaps what you were looking for is actually, it's almost like what you were looking for it in your current situation, but perhaps it's in the future. It's in a place that you don't know yet, you know? For some of you, I am getting that you could start to think about moving and creating roots somewhere else. And I do feel like it is going to be a very fulfilling and enlightening experience for you. So this could be your confirmation if you have been already thinking about that. I do feel like during these next 30 days, there's also this thing of you understanding who is really there for you to support you and who is not. Because especially with like soul contracts and this tree of life with the number 2 of partnerships, I feel like there are going to be people that perhaps, I don't necessarily feel like they're going to walk out of your life, for example, like friends or family members, but I am getting that you may start to see perhaps like different colors of that person or people. And I feel like you're starting to understand the purpose of the people in your life and everything. I feel like you're getting just so much clarity. I feel like you may have been in this place of like this Piscean energy of just what is happening here. Pisces can sometimes get into this place of illusion and staying too much time on their head and in their like imagination and dreams, and they forget to get a little bit down to earth. If you're a Pisces, nothing wrong against you, but sometimes you may lack a little bit, if you are a Pisces, but Pisces sometimes can lack a little bit of groundedness and a little bit of practicality, which is, the opposite sign is Virgo, and that is what Virgo can provide. And I feel like you're connecting here a little bit more with that earthy energy, and you're finally bringing those dreams and that imagination into reality and grounding it into the earth, but also you're getting a big clarity and this bigger picture view of your life and what is happening. And you're really like understanding what is the next step to take here. And I also feel like there is something around, I'm hearing relief, and this is really like the past life is really catching my attention now. And I do feel like there is something, you may have some very like lucid dreams during these next 30 days. Pay attention to them, like interpret them if you can, because I feel like they have some messages for you and they're going to be very important. I would even say that for some of those dreams may be like a past life or a parallel life even. It's just like it's something that is influencing you, but it's not necessarily attached to this specific lifetime. So I wouldn't be surprised if you have like maybe even like doing a little bit past life regression could be beneficial for you during these next 30 days. But I do feel like there is like this realization of a blockage around a past life that you're understanding, and you're realizing, okay, so this is the blockage. Now I know how to move forward. I feel like there is a little bit of like a lot of clarity, a lot of understanding of where you need to go, where you're headed, and how you can let go of control and create your dream life, which is really good. So let's take a look here into your career and see what you can expect there. We have weight of the world, boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. We also have the Ace of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. All right. So we were talking about like you getting out of old cycles and everything. I am getting a little bit of, if you are dealing with a toxic boss, toxic work environment or something like that, I do feel like you are, or even I'm also getting like you may have some beliefs around money that are not necessarily yours. This could be beliefs from your parents or just beliefs from the people that you're surrounding yourself with. And that's where like the partnerships and realizing people's purposes in your life is going to come in and make sense to you, because I feel like you're releasing a lot of limiting beliefs when it comes to money, when it comes to success and what success looks like. I feel like there is also this thing of like you doing something for yourself, and this could be like starting a new business, or perhaps even I'm even getting like going back to school, or just at least learning something that it's for you. It's not necessarily for your boss or for the career that you're currently in. It's like you're already thinking about your future. And I'm even getting like this children energy. So you may be thinking about like your future children, or I feel like there is a big connection with your inner child. I feel like you're really making that little you proud. And I feel like you're no longer making excuses for, you to not follow your dream life. And I feel like, again, a lot of the excuses and the beliefs that you were having, they were attached to someone else. I really feel like there was this thing of like you were absorbing other people's energies and absorbing other people's beliefs. And that's why I feel like for some of you, there is this confirmation of like, if you need to move out, if you need to like relocate, that could be very beneficial for you, because I feel like it would allow you to get into this blank canvas. And that is what I'm seeing with this Ace of Cups. I do feel like there is this beautiful new beginning blossoming here, where it is coming from a place of self-independence and self-confidence and self-responsibility. It's like, I am going to take control for my life. I am going to create the things that I want. So I do see you like starting a business or learning something new, starting like a new journey here in your career. And I don't necessarily feel like you may be and it's interesting that now I'm just noticing it, that we were talking about like Pisces and Virgo energies, and now we have like water energies, which is Pisces, and earth energies, which is Virgo. So you could have those two signs in your chart. That would be really cool if it was. But it's just this duality in your life that is showing up at the moment. And I do feel like there is something here around like that thing that we were talking about of like you making your dreams into reality, you making them practical. And what I was saying was that I don't necessarily feel like you are making visible moves towards like the new beginning. I feel like you're making internal moves. So I'm seeing this as you clearing away negative beliefs around money and success. If you are starting a business, you're like creating you may be creating the website, you may be like doing a little bit of the background work, and not necessarily, this could also be like a new project or a new product. You know, you're working through the background, the backstage kind of things, before you can move ahead into the more practical stuff. If you're thinking about like a future career, maybe the backstage things is you going back to school, is you taking a new course, taking a new class, if you're already in college, or if you're already studying. And I feel like you're making progress towards your future, not necessarily becoming the future now. It's like you're creating the path for the future and creating the foundation for the future. I mean, and I really feel like there's this beautiful new energy coming forward from this energy that you put into new things. I also feel like there is a message here around like, try not to be so hard on yourself, because I feel like with this, like, let it go. I am getting this energy of like, you've got this, and you are taking the steps that you're supposed to take, that are necessary for you, but it's like, let it go. Let go of the outcome. Let go of the what is the word? Gosh, I'm so wishing for Mercury to go direct. It's like, oh, now I totally lost my track. But I really feel like it's not about the outcome. It's about like creating the journey. It's about appreciating the journey and really being in the moment and appreciating the things that you're creating, appreciating just the process of you connecting with your inner child. Because I do feel like this is going to be very healing. I do feel like this is going to be very freeing as well. And I feel like you're going to get a new self and a new idealization of your dream life, because I feel like I am getting this big like external influence energy, and I do feel like perhaps like your idea of success, your idea of what your dream life is, your idea of what you should be doing for when you are 30, when you are 40, when you are, you know, even in your 20s. I feel like those are all things that society, or maybe someone specific, a parent or something like that, have imprinted in you since a child. And I feel like during these next 30 days, you are being asked, and I feel like you're getting a little bit into that energy of really letting it go and really connecting with who you want to be and what your idea of success and what your 30s are supposed to look like. If, like, for example, for some of you, I feel like you don't want children, and it's like you may feel pressured to have a family and to have this really, like, to buy a house so you can have a family and you could raise your children, and maybe you don't even want that. And I feel like you're kind of standing up for yourself and standing up for your beliefs and letting go of things that are not yours to carry, letting go of expectations that are not yours to carry. And I really feel like there is this thing of like, please don't be so hard on yourself and please take it easy. And just go with the flow and try to enjoy the process, because you really are doing great and you really are creating a lot of good things. So please be kind to yourself, okay? But let's look into your love portion and relationships, family members, friendships. We'll see what shows up. And we have over here number 16 with physical attraction. We also have the Page of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Oh boy, man, there is someone that is spying on you straight away. And there is someone that is holding back their feelings for you like crazy. This is someone that has a lot of physical attraction towards you. I would even say that for some of you, this could be like a friends with benefits that wants to express feelings. Or not necessarily friends with benefits, but like a friend that has really lots of passion for you. And I do feel like they have feelings for you, but they don't feel safe to portray them. You may be resonating with this and being like, oh, okay, you're talking about me actually. no, I actually feel like I'm talking about both of you. I feel like you're both mirroring each other and you both feel the same way. And so I feel like you're both kind of watching each other and trying to figure out the next step and everything. But I'm not sure if there is going to be any type of actual communication. I do feel like there is communication of feelings. I do feel like there is like communication when it comes to like getting to know each other and just regular communication. Especially if you are already connecting with this person, or if you are friends. I feel like there is that type of communication. If you are like single as a Pringle, I do feel like there is someone already in your life that is like spying on you a little bit, checking your social media. I'm even getting that this could be someone from your work environment for some of you that is kind of, I don't know, they keep an eye on you and they find you very, very attractive. But again, I don't necessarily feel like there is this big ass communication of feelings. There is a big holding back here. And I also feel like for those of you, for example, in separation, I feel like you'll be hearing from this person through other people. So you could, again, social media, but you could also be like, there's this little bird, like I heard from a little bird that this kind of happened with your person. And I feel like there may be a little bit of gossiping and everything that I think that it's going to complicate things because it may not be true, or it may be, I mean, with gossip, there's always a little bit of an exaggeration of things, and it's like some of the things are not even true, and I feel like that could be happening here. It could even be like, oh, I heard that, this person has already someone, and maybe they don't even have anyone, So just be careful about the things that you hear when it comes to gossip and all of that. And also be careful about the things that you watch on social media, especially if you're thinking about an ex, as we're talking about this. I do feel like they could be posting like things and letting you know, or in some way they're letting you know that they have moved on and they're so good. I don't think so. I feel like they're still holding on a little bit, and I feel like their life is not as perfect as it seems. I feel like this is also a message for everyone overall, where it's like, be careful about social media, because I feel like even winning, not only social media, but I feel like you may have a friend that tries to show this image of like, oh, I'm doing so great, and I feel like they're not, and you could be comparing yourself to that person. So just be conscious of it, and just know that people tell you what they want you to know, and sometimes that is not even the truth, and sometimes that is just a very small portion of what is actually going on. So I feel like there's a lot of like breaking illusions and getting a lot of clarity into things, and I feel like that is what's happening here as well. It's like you're getting a new perspective on your friendships and on what is happening in your relationships, and I definitely feel like that is a big focus here. For those of you that are already in a committed relationship, I do feel like I feel like I'm getting a couple of things. I am getting that there could be a little bit of like sneaky sex. I feel like there could be a little bit of reigniting the passion here with physical attraction and everything, but I feel like it's in a very dangerous way with this Page of Swords. It's in a very sneaky way. So I feel like you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. But I feel like overall there's going to be a lot of communication here, not communication of feelings. I feel like there is communication of higher selves as well, especially with the Dreams card. And I do feel like there is a lot of spying on each other. I do feel like there is a message here for someone of like, that friend, that person you're thinking about, that crush, they have feelings for you as well. That ex has feelings for you as well. They haven't moved on. But I don't think that anything is going to happen here, because there is a big thing of like staying in your comfort zone. And I feel like that is also a message for you of like, go out and have fun. With this Page of Swords, I am getting a big thing of, I don't know, just like go out with friends and explore and go to the movies, go to the club, have a little dinner, just have fun, put yourself out there. I feel like that is also going to be very significant for you. And I feel like it's like you have the possibility to have a lot of fun with friends that I feel like can be quite good. Okay? So let's finish this up with some self-care and some advice, and then we're going to pull the self-care dice. So let's see here. We have change course. A closed door is an invitation from life to move in an even better direction. It's time to change course. And I feel like if you were still holding on to an ex, I mean, I feel like this is about relationships overall. If there is anyone that is not serving you, that is just not aligned with you anymore, don't be afraid to let it go. Okay, but I do feel like for pretty much all of you, this card, especially for career, it's like change course. Don't be afraid to look into other directions. Don't be afraid to fight for yourself and fight for your happiness, you know, for the things that you want. And I feel like that is going to be really significant here for you. We even have like 3 keys. So it's like look into other options, both in love, okay? And I even feel like for some of you, you may actually meet someone new. When you go out with your friends and are having fun, that's probably why your guides are like encouraging you to do that. And I feel like it doesn't mean that it's going to lead into like a romantic relationship, but it could actually become someone very important, maybe even for career. Okay, so don't be afraid to connect with new people, to get to know new people, because I feel like that is going to be important. But don't like really connect with yourself and really connect with your dreams. Okay, and look at that. We even have 37 great endings are inevitable. So I really feel like there is something here that you need to let go of. Don't be afraid to let go of those things. Don't be afraid to look into new things. More than, I feel like you're already in the process of letting go. And I feel like the way out, the way for you to let go of these things is to actually focus on the new things. Focusing on where you want to go and what you want to create. Okay? So let's pull here some dice. We have meditate. We have music. I really feel like this, for some of you, it's like going out to a club. But we also have the movies that I did mention, going to the cinema or something like that. We also have move. And for some of you, I'm actually feeling that this is related. Move and meditation. So movement meditation, yoga, going for a little walk, something like that. But I also feel like, you know, this move is definitely like move towards new beginnings. And if you're attached to someone, it's like, if you feel in your heart that that person is the one for you, it's like, and you want to wait, sure, wait, but don't passively wait. You know, don't just sit around and wait for them to come towards you. Focus on other things of your life. Focus on also meeting other people, because just because you're waiting for someone doesn't mean that you can meet new friends. Okay, so it's like keep moving, move the ball of your life and create energy, create movement. And I also feel like with this meditation, especially with those dreams and the past lives, is like, if you can do a past life regression, I feel like that is going to be huge for you. And I do feel like you could also be receiving a lot of messages from your guides, okay, through meditation. And I am getting a bit of like walk energy. So maybe while you're walking, you could get like some epiphany when it comes to your career or when it comes to a person. All right. And listen to music that kind of hypes you up. Okay. Same thing with movies, but it's like spend quality time with your friends. I feel like that is going to be significant. All right. So pile number 1, this is what I have for you. I hope it resonated. Hope it helped. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here, and definitely let me know in the comments how it resonated. I would love to hear from you. You can also check out my other channel, the Sunny Virgo, for zodiac cusp readings and zodiac signs readings, and there's going to be a link down below for a private reading. Okay, so I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hi there, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the Bostwana Agate, this is going to be your reading. You're in the right place, and we are going to start off by looking into like overall energy, what you may expect, perhaps even some specific things that want to come forward, and then we're going to look into career, into love, and we're going to finish up with some advice and self-care. We're even having some self-care dice here for some self-care that you can do to improve your life. Okay, so let's get started here and see what we have. We have Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Wow, powerful. Woo, and I'm getting the chills. Oh, goodness. All right. We have water with 18. Work with the element of water for healing and purification. Oh, goodness. Woo. Okay, this is going to be a powerful one. I can already feel it. And we have transformation. Holy cannoli. This is wild. Okay. Wow. I don't even know what to say. This is really powerful. And I feel like this is both you and your impact on others, to be honest. I feel like you're going to be in such a transformative place that I feel like anyone who has contact with you during this next 30 days, they're going to transform as well. They're going to be impacted by your energy, by your healing energy. I really feel like, especially if you do anything career related with healing, with helping other people, just anything related with I don't know, being of service to other people, I feel like you're going to have like a huge glow up when it comes to it. You may have even like a lot of success and prosperity when it comes to that. I really like, my heart chakra is so activated right now. So some of your personal healing that could be happening could be related with your heart chakra. So you could be allowing yourself to feel to feel a few more emotions than what perhaps you were before. Perhaps you were repressing some emotions. And I really feel like now it's almost like they are coming up to light. They're coming to the surface, not out of the blue. I feel like you're forcing them to come out. You're doing that consciously. I really feel like these next 30 days are going to be so powerful because I feel like you're going to be in a no bullshit kind of energy. I feel like you're really going to just, smack your own ass, I feel, and just be like, come on, we gotta get our shit together and we're gonna move. We're gonna have that glow up. You're gonna work for that glow up. I am getting like big, I don't know, like me focus, but it's so beautiful how you have like all of this humanity and healing energy towards others. So there's even this quote, it was something that I believe it was Aaron, what is his name? I don't know. He's really known. Is Aaron from spirituality? And he was saying, I think it was him, of like, when you do the things that inspire you the most and when you do the things that matter to you the most, you're going to inspire others to do the same. And I feel like that is what's happening. It's like you're getting into such a powerful, I'm really getting like a glow up, huge glow up. And I feel like it's going to happen really fast. I feel like for some of you, you may have been struggling with, I'm hearing skin, I'm hearing weight, I'm hearing even like just fashion, in the sense of like you feeling like yourself and you feeling like you're wearing the clothing that represents you. I feel like those things are going to be cleared. I feel like you're going to find the answers and you're going to find your route to really become the person that you're trying to be and to really create your dream version of yourself. It's so beautiful because it's not even about like your dream life, and it's not about something specific like career, and you want to have your dream career, you want to have your dream partner. No, it's you. You're becoming your dream person. You're becoming the person you want to be, and that is going to reflect on career. That is going to reflect on relationships. That is going to reflect on strangers, and that is going to affect and reflect also on your health. I feel like your health is going to be a big thing here, and I really feel like I feel like you could have been in a place of, I feel like you have been in a place of perhaps stagnancy, and I'm also hearing disappointments, like a lot of heartbreaks and a lot of things not working in your favor, and you may have gotten into this point where you're kind of given up a little bit, but I feel like it was that giving up that got you into this point of like, okay, we're gonna shift here, we're gonna change things up, and I feel like you're doing that. You're becoming the girl, you're becoming the boy, you're becoming the person, and I really feel like, man, you're going to be so proud of yourself. I really get this energy of like me, myself, and I, and no one is going to get in your way. No one. And I feel like there is so much empowerment. There is like emperor, empress vibes here. Not just one. We all have emperor and empress energies within us, but I feel like you're really using both. You're using the empress energy to connect with your healing and to connect with your, like with those emotions, but you're also connecting with the emperor where you're like taking charge and you're not procrastinating, or it's like you're consciously procrastinating. What I mean with that is like, I feel like you're, even in your work environment, I feel like you're finding a very good balance between work and play. And even in your relationships, you're finding a good balance between being there, but also having the independence. I feel like you're really knowing when to rest, knowing when to procrastinate, knowing when to give yourself some time to breathe, but you also know that it's time to go. And I feel like, man, this is powerful, okay? This is giving me chills. This, like, I feel my whole body vibrating. I feel my whole body, like, just pulsing. And it's really, this is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. And I just saw 33. There you go. So you really are aligned, and you really are like creating so much magic around you. This is incredible. And I really feel like you're going to inspire someone, possibly a lot of people. Again, especially if you work with someone with something that is service oriented and you have to connect with people, I feel like you're going to empower them and affect them in such a way that it's going to be mind-blowing. I also feel like one manifestation could be coming in pretty strongly. I'm not sure which, but perhaps it's something that I'm not really supposed to say, not only for the sake of keeping the suspense alive, keeping the the curiosity alive, but I also feel like it's because it's going to be very personal to you. So I feel like it is something that you may have been trying to manifest for the longest time, and now it's really coming forward. So yeah, let's see here. Let's look into career and get some messages around what is going to happen in your next 30 days. We have fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Wow. Yeah. Oh goodness. Oh, and I'm feeling so happy. I'm feeling so giddy. And we have the sun. Oh my goodness. Pile number 2. I'm so happy for you. We have the world, and we have the 5 of Pentacles. I love this because we have here like extremes of life, holding the opposites. You're gonna go from this 5 of Pentacles to this. It's like you're breaking a cycle here, and you're really coming from a place of perhaps feeling like you were lacking money, feeling like you were lacking stability, financial health. And I really feel like you're getting into this place of the sun, of joy, of expansion, of the world is also a card of success. It's like you're having so much, and I feel like you're seeing yourself as having so much. It's like your self-confidence is going to be off the roof. I feel like people are going to stop and stare. People are going to, especially when it comes to apparently career, possibly the same with love, but I feel like when it comes to career, people are going to stop and, like, for example, let's say you have an ad going on YouTube, on Google. It's like your ad is going to be the one people are going to watch the full length, and people are going to be like super committed to you and super like drawn to you because of your energy. Your energy is elevating in a crazy way. And I really feel like with this world, you're going to have a lot of support as well, not only from your guides, but possibly from someone specifically. And I'm actually getting that for some of you, the person that is supporting you is actually someone that has passed away. So that may be very specific, but if you often feel someone's energy around you that has passed, I'm sorry for your loss, by the way. But I really feel like you are so supported, and that person is so proud of you. And you're really, because we even have here like all of these people, it's like you're being supported by so many angels, by so many guides, by so many, I'm even hearing spirit animals. So pay attention to animals as well. Perhaps like, I'm getting like owl vibes. We also have here a snake. Yeah. But pay attention to animals. We have that huge butterfly, so that could also be something. But I really feel like you're getting into this place of just alignment, pure alignment. And I really feel like you're going to come from a place of 5 of Pentacles, of financial loss, of not having too much and struggling a little bit perhaps, to a place of full commitment to your work and abundance and happiness and visibility. You're being seen. You're being noticed. For some of you, I am getting that there could even be like a promotion or a lot of compliments coming in. There's definitely that energy here. I also feel like for some of you, you could be, I keep hearing promotion, but for some of you, it could be a bit more specific than that, in the sense of it may be related with travel, because we have like here a little boat in the sun card. We have the world, which is about travel. So for some of you, there could be like a relocation because of career. So that promotion could involve you moving. And I do feel like there is just this huge, powerful expansion. Man, this is powerful. Wow. I don't even know like how to react and what to say. I can't find words for this. But I definitely feel like there is also that thing that we're talking about, like knowing when to work and knowing when to play. With this surrender, I feel like that is what this is talking about. I feel like I feel like you're really getting into this place of you're no longer feeling pressured and I don't know, like, oh my God, I have to work because otherwise I'm going to get fired, or oh my God, like I feel like you may have been in a place of a lot of pressure and a lot of like I need to do this, and there's this just control over it. And I feel like you're getting into this place of you're doing it because you want to do it, and you're doing it because you're doing it from a place of life purpose. Even you're doing it from a place of, this is what speaks to my heart, this is what speaks to my soul, and I know that I've got this, I know that this is important. So for not only like, there's that thing of like me, myself, and I, but at the same time it's related with other people. It's like, I know this is important for me, I know this is important for my soul journey, but at the same time you're impacting and helping others. So I feel like that is going to be really beautiful for you to see and to experience. And I also feel like there's this thing of like you being seen. I feel like there's just like this flock of people just moving towards you and just like being so drawn to your energy and so like inspired. Man, this is crazy, especially if you deal with like social media. This is going to be huge. I feel like you're going to have like a blow up. Wowza. Okay, let's get into into love portion. This also talks about like family and friends and all of that. But we have 25, unrequited desire. For some of you, I'm getting that is an age, so take that as a confirmation if you are 25. We also have 3 of Swords. Aw. 4 of Wands. Hello, okay. And we have the 6 of Cups. Honestly, okay, I'm gonna do something. Hang in there. Let me get one more card for that unrequited desire, because I feel like there's something here that I'm not catching up to. Joy and jubilation. I am getting that this was like before it was unrequited desire, or there was something here that caused a lot of pain. I feel like, honestly, I am getting a little bit of reconciliation vibes, to be honest. And I don't necessarily feel like it could be reconciliation in a romantic way. I feel like it's a reconciliation in a more present way. You know, I feel like it can have the potential for it. It can have the potential for it to be a commitment, for it to be a romantic partnership here. But I do feel like the beginning and the focus in these next 30 days is going to be around having this person in your life perhaps has friends. You know, I do see these 6 of Cups. It's giving me the vibe of like high school sweethearts, and in the sense of like high school friends. I feel like there is this really strong bond. Maybe this is a person that is supporting you, but there is this really strong bond between the two. And I feel like you're just letting the innocence flow between the two, just flowing between, flowing in this connection. And again, I do feel like there is a potential for it to level up and for it to get into a very serious, solid commitment. But I do feel like that is not going to be the focus in these next 30 days. In these next 30 days, I feel like there's going to be a focus in healing anything that needs to be healed when it comes to this connection. And by the way, we have some Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius energies. So if those resonate, take them as confirmation, but they don't have to. I do feel like there is this big energy of building the foundation for something else. And I do feel like for some of you, this is about closure. However, you are getting that closure from this past person, but I feel like they are remaining in your life as a friend. You know, I don't think that this is someone that was toxic to you. I don't think that this was someone that was, maybe yes, there was a heartbreak, but I feel like they were and they remain to be someone important, and they remain to be someone sweet and gentle. And I feel like you're keeping that energy in your life, but in a different role. I am getting that. Especially in these next 30 days. From moving forward, I feel like that is going to be up to you to determine if you want this person has a lover or not, but I am getting a little bit of that energy. Also, I am getting for some of you, there is like a sneaky friend, because we have here this crow and we have here this person, and I feel like there is a sneaky friend that may not want to see this happening, this closure, or if you are wanting a reconciliation, a love reconciliation, there's this friend or even family member that I think it's not fully supportive of that. So just be conscious of it for you to not get influenced by it. But I am getting this strong energy of like you letting go of anything that is just not aligned with you, be it this person in a romantic way, be it this friend that is kind of sabotaging things. And maybe in the past, I would even risk and say that maybe in the past, because bottom of deck we also have jealousy and possessiveness, this could have been someone that was just trying to have a hold on you and trying to have control on you, and they may have caused you to sabotage this relationship because they were trying to keep you in their life, you know? I do feel like there is a little bit of a selfish, sneaky energy around you, so just be mindful of it. I also feel like there could be some sort of celebration here when it comes to family. Maybe there is like a family member that is getting pregnant, or announcing a pregnancy, announcing a marriage, perhaps. I'm also getting that for some of you, it's actually announcing a big career move, and this could definitely be you announcing a big career move. And I do feel like there is like some sort of celebration energy here. So this could also be obviously a birthday or a holiday if you have that. And I do feel like that moment is going to be very crucial, because I also feel like it's going to help you determine who is having your back and who is not, who is there to support you and who is not. And I also feel like before, maybe you had a little bit of people-pleasing energies, and because like here in the Three of Swords, she's hurting herself, right? So I feel like you may have had a little bit of people-pleasing energies, maybe self-sabotaging energies, and I feel like this month, because you're such in a place of me, myself, and I, and you're really connecting with yourself, focused on yourself, I feel like you're no longer there. You're like, you know what? No, I'm not going to take this anymore. And this and this and this and this is what I don't want. This is what I don't want. And if you want to save my life, this is what you have to do. You know, I feel like you're being very blunt. I feel like you're being very honest with the people around you. And you're just like, yo, this is what I'm feeling. So you have to do something about this. Otherwise, I'm out. You know, I feel like you're just, you go, pal, too. I love this. I feel like you're just, yes. You know, I feel like, oh, I love this. I don't even have words to describe this, but yes. Okay, yes. And it's also so beautiful how we have here like 3, 4, and 6. The card that is missing here is the 5, which I am getting a little bit of an energy of. Is like you're not changing. It's almost like you're not changing the person, you're changing the situation. And that is why the 5 is not here. It's because it's not about going on a different course. It's about just going on the same course, perhaps in a different pace, or perhaps wearing other type of shoes, you know? But there is definitely this progression here where you're definitely getting into harmony. The 6 is a symbol of balance, a symbol of harmony. So there's really this strong connection. And they could definitely be from a past life. They could be a starseed if you resonate with that. You could definitely be a starseed as well. But there's like some sort of past life soulmate energy here. All right. But yeah, so let's finish this up with some self-care and some guidance and some self-care. Then we're going to pull the dice. We have optimism. If you're going to make up stories in your head about people and circumstances, please make them love stories with happy endings. And I feel like this is also about your happy ending. And you're really connecting with yourself and just taking charge in your life. So please do it. And yeah, 28, protest, start a revolution. It's like, change things up, baby girl, baby boy, because things are, or baby person, if you're non-binary, but things are shifting, and it is all starting with you. And there's this thing of like, start a revolution. You start, and then you're just going to influence this person, and this person, and all of a sudden, everyone is influenced and inspired by you, and that is so freaking powerful. And I really feel like you're in this beautiful place. I really love it. So don't be afraid to make changes in your life and stay optimistic. Okay, I really feel like mindset is going to be important. So perhaps affirmations, journaling, looking into anything that is blocking you at the moment, that is very relevant. But it's like you're on the right path, and I really feel like you're making huge moves this month. Okay, so let's pull here some final self-care dice. All right, so we have here music. Honestly, I kind of feel like you and this person may communicate through music, so pay attention to it. We also have move, yeah, start a revolution, get going. We also have pets and go on a date. Maybe go on a date with your pet if you have it. But with this go on a date, I really feel like it is going to be this relationship, this past person, they're going to be relevant. And this could even be like a past friend. It doesn't have to be a past lover. I am getting a little bit of that energy though, but it doesn't have to be a past lover. But I feel like communication and like going on, not necessarily a date, but just going out for coffee, going out for dinner and just talking about things. You know, I feel like that is going to be very significant for you and very important. And with these pets, if you do own pets, then, you know, maybe move them, go for a walk, you know. But if you don't, I do feel like this pets is about connecting with that emperor energy, with that animal side, and that instinct of going after the things that you want, you know. And I feel like that is going to be very relevant as well. I also feel like with these pets, there's a thing of like petting yourself. So I really feel like there is this thing of like grooming and just taking care. Maybe even you're getting a haircut. That could also be something relevant for you. So maybe, you know, take yourself out on a date and go into a little grooming session. But this could also be like going shopping for new clothes. There's just like this transformation within you, and I feel like you're glowing up so hugely. This is so powerful. And I also feel like, again, with the move, there is that thing of perhaps for some of you, there is that physical relocation. Okay? So, this was intense. This was very powerful. I hope this resonated. I hope it helped. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button and to let me know in the comments below. I'm so curious if you're already feeling these changes. But you can also check out the link in the description box for private reading, or my other channel, the Sunny Virgo, for not for pick cards, for zodiac cusps and zodiac sign readings. And yeah, that's it. So I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. So if you chose the Tiger's Eye, you're in the right place. Let's get right into it. We're going to start with some overall energy here, and then we're going to look specifically into career, into love. We're going to finish up with some advice and some self-care dice, okay? So let's get started here with some overall energy. And we have, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. I love this card. You have actually a bunch of extra cards, so lucky you. We also have take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. All right, I'm seeing a pattern here. We also have time to shine, 32, creates an energetic resonance for golden opportunities. And we have closure, and we have friendship. All right. So let me actually put you this way. One thing that I'm getting is like, I feel like you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. I feel like, especially when it comes to career, I feel like you're doing a lot better than what you think you are. I feel like you have, like, here, she had to go through like all of these mountains and through all of the, like, she had a river and she was able to climb to the top. She was able to get there and to watch the view. And I feel like this is you. I feel like you have already gotten into this point, you know? And I feel like you're perhaps being a bit too hard on yourself. And I feel like this month, it's about taking a little break and appreciating more the things around you. I even feel like you may get opportunities by not working. I know that sounds a little bit weird and sounds very like, what the heck? That doesn't make any sense. But I am getting a little bit of this energy of when you least expect it, and when you're not looking, when you're focused somewhere else, you're going to get opportunities. And with this friendship, I even am getting that there could be like you're out with friends and you're not working, right? And there may even be like this friend that is talking about like, oh, you know what, I just had this idea for a business and I was looking for partnerships, or you know what, my business is, my company is hiring people and you're looking for a job for, you know, whatever the case may be. And I feel like there is this thing of like you're out and about, just doing your thing, just having fun and enjoying life, and boom, shabam, there's this crazy opportunity that shows up out of the blue quite unexpectedly. I also feel like for those of you that are single, has a Pringle, not talking to anyone, you don't have anyone on your mind, I feel like there is also the potential for it. It's like the golden opportunity could be a new person, okay? And so I feel like that is going to be quite relevant. Like taking a little time to rest, taking a little time to renew yourself and to find your focus. Because like here we have this triangle with like a lot of arrows scattered, and your energy right now may be a bit scattered, and you may need a little bit more focus and direction. And so I feel like that is what you're discovering during these next 30 days. Another thing that I'm getting with friendship and closure, I feel like that is a very obvious and clear one. For some of you, a friend may be getting out of your life. They may be I feel like there's this thing of, this may even be like a childhood friend or someone that you have been friends with for a very long time, and there's just this thing of like, all right, it's time. The time has come for us to part ways. You know, there's just this thing of, I don't think it's going to be dramatic. I don't think it's going to be like a big drama, a big fuzz over it. There may even not be a conversation about it. There's just this peace, this feeling of release, this feeling of, all right, it's time. You know, there's this feeling of like, I'm ready. And maybe perhaps you were holding on to this person. It could also be, obviously, take that however it resonates. But it could just be any situation, any person in your life. But I feel like you may have been holding on to this person for what they were able to give you in the past, and not so much for what they were giving you right now. And I feel like it is time for you to let them go, and it is time for you to connect a little bit more with yourself and connect a little bit more with the possibility of meeting new people. You know, I feel like there is going to be a little bit of this energy, because even here, like, she actually looks like she's walking this way. So it's almost like she stepped into a new door. She stepped into a new beginning. She stepped into the possibility of new people. And I really feel like that is where you're headed. That is the opportunities that are being created for you. It's new people coming in. But for you to do that, you have to create room for those people to come in, you know? But yeah, let's get here into career, and let's see what we have showing up for you. We have lost minds, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. It's so interesting. We have like, you've done this before, you're already doing it. So I don't know, this is giving me a little bit of an energy of, not necessarily, I don't want to call you dramatic, but you have reasons for the reactions and for the ways that you're acting, but it's almost like you already have all the things that you need to have for you to be able to have success and prosperity. So it's not really about creating more, trying to look for more. It's about, I feel like you're in need of a reassessment. I feel like that is what is coming through. It's like you may be needing to plan things ahead a little bit more, and to like shift things a little bit, to refocus, you know, because I feel like there is a big pressure on creating more, on achieving more, on doing more. And I really feel like you're already doing enough. I feel like you have already, like, I feel like there's also a thing of like you putting a lot of pressure on yourself and you being really, really hard on yourself, when in fact you have already like accomplished this huge goal that you had. So I feel like it would be interesting for you to look into like 6 months ago, or even further, but I am getting like specifically 6 months. So perhaps look 6 months ago to where your career was, where you were, and where are you now? What have you already achieved? And how can you be proud of yourself for that? Because I feel like you are being a bit hard on yourself, and really perhaps even like blaming you for, oh, this failed, and look at this, and how did I not see that coming, you know? And I feel like you're just needing a little bit more compassion. And it's interesting that we even have the King of Cups coming forward, and we also have the Four of Swords. But I feel like you're in need of a bit more compassion towards yourself, towards your achievements, because you have already achieved what you were looking for. I feel like you have already gotten yourself in a place that you can, I'm hearing that song, what is it called? I believe it's Panic at Disco. Oh, I don't know the name of the song, but it's like, hey, look, ma, I made it, you know? I feel like you're already in that place. And I feel like in these next 30 days, you're being encouraged to take a little break. You're being encouraged to perhaps even like go on a vacation if you can. But like breathe, because I feel like there is this thing of like, your guys are trying to like hold you and be like, okay, please just stop a second, because you're going to get a burnout. And you're just like, no, I need to work more, you know? And I feel like your guys are just trying to bring you a little bit of peace, a little bit of easiness into the situation. It doesn't always have to be this huge hard work and this, you don't always have to be proving yourself, you know, because I feel like you have already proven yourself that you can do it. I feel like you have already proven other people that you can do it. And now you are deserving of rest. You are deserving of a little reward called vacation, called a holiday, called a trip, called just sitting your ass on the couch and watching movies all day, you know. You are deserving of that. You are worthy of that. And perhaps there's also a bit of healing that needs to happen when it comes to your own beliefs around rest, your own beliefs around how does that affect your success? How does that affect your view of yourself and your view of your career? You know, it's like perhaps when you were growing up, if you didn't study, your parents, or if you weren't studying, if you were taking a little break from studying, your parents could have been like straight away like, what are you doing? You know, you need to go study. You need to go finish your homework. You need to go do this and that and the other. Look at your grades. And I feel like they were installing in you like this sense of panic, this sense of, oh my God, I'm gonna fail, when you had everything under control, you know? And I feel like there is this need for you to trust your skills and for you to trust yourself a little bit better, a little bit more, and to, again, perhaps look into childhood. It doesn't have to be that scenario specifically, but try to look into what are your beliefs around procrastination? What are your beliefs around work and around taking a rest? Well, maybe taking risks as well, but I feel like rest here is going to be a big focus for you, because again, there is a need for you to refocus and for you to center yourself and to figure out where your next step, your next risk perhaps, is going to be. And I do feel like there is something here, like there's a chapter also that needs to be closed when it comes to your career, and you're going to need a lot of inner strength and inner confidence, self-confidence, for you to do that, okay? Because I do feel like it's going to require you to take a step back, and that is not easy, especially when you and you know, I'm raising my hand because I'm a workaholic as well, but especially when you are a workaholic, or you have been in a place of like work, and work matters, and oh my God, I'm gonna fail, taking a step back can be so frightening. But I feel like you have the courage to do that, you know. And you could be there's even this thing of like, this dragon is protecting the pearl, and it's like you can be protecting your work and you can be working on your work without working on your work. You know, it's like you can be, it's like planning is also part of work, you know. And I feel like you may need a little bit more of a backstage kind of energy, not so much in the dirting your hands into doing it, you know. I feel like that is also something that is coming through. So let's see here, when it comes to your love and just relationships overall, perhaps a friendship that is going to be relevant for you. We have a beautiful face, number 3. Look at you. We also have the 8 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, and the 3 Cups. Yeah, there's definitely a friendship that is going to be significant. I also feel like for some of you, this could be not necessarily like letting go of a friendship, but it could be not necessarily a reconciliation, but like a rekindling of a friendship, like deepening the bond between the two of you. I do feel like there is this thing of like, again, going out, having fun with friends, okay, that is going to be significant, but I do feel like there is something here around allowing yourself to change your mind, allowing yourself to see people and even see yourself in a different perspective. I do feel like there is something here around like you may have had a very specific expectation of someone or a very specific view of someone, and even like in their actions. I do feel like there is a bit of a misunderstanding here that is showing up, and this, you know, it could be about this particular friendship, but I do feel like this could also be about even a romantic relationship, and even like your romantic relationships overall, what you experienced, what you went through throughout your life. But I do feel like there is this sense of like reframing the things that happened, you know, And this is actually reminding me of a book that I'm currently reading, The Science of Love, I think. I'm not sure how it is called in English, by Ali. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's Ali Hazelwood, something like that, where it's like, it's a whole misunderstanding, you know? It's like, she thinks that something happened, but in fact, it wasn't like that at all. The intention wasn't that at all, you know? And so I feel like there is a little bit of this energy. I feel like something may have been happening. Perhaps something was said, there was an action here that may have created this big misunderstanding, and I feel like you're getting a little bit of clarity on that, and you're able to overcome those obstacles when it comes to that friendship or relationship, in whatever way that is. I also feel like for some of you it could be a mother, but another thing that I'm getting is that I do feel like you could be getting closer, and this, okay, I feel like you could be getting closer to a friend that could potentially lead to something else, but I also feel like when it comes to this friendship and the closure, I do feel like this is also true for some of you, and I feel like it is going to resonate for those of you that already feel that energy, and you can already sense the closure coming through, because I feel like you may even feel a little bit trapped by this person, and you may even feel like you cannot be yourself when you're around this person, and it's like you're finally gaining up the courage to level up and be like, hey, you know what, we are great together, we had a lot of fun, we were able to experience so many good things, but I think it's time for us to go our separate ways. I feel like you could be the one to initiate this, if you eventually have that conversation, because again, I feel like for some of you, it's just an internal thing that you're assuming. It's like, all right, you know what, this was great, but it's not helping me, it's not serving me anymore. And I feel like that is really going to be, it's going to be like a turning point for you when it comes to this. And I feel like it's going to be quite significant and important for you. I'm also getting that you actually have like way more supporters than you think. Because like here in the Six of Wands, is like there are all of these ones, but they are people, but you cannot see them. So it's almost like people are there looking out for you, and people are there supporting you, and you don't, you may not even notice it, you know? Because I don't think that they are too loud. It's not that you were like discarding them or anything like that. No, it's just, I feel like they are not loud. It's like they are supporting you from the sidelines, and you don't even notice it because they don't really make a lot of noise when it comes to their support to you, but they do have your back. And I feel like if you ever need anything, it's like you can lean on those people, you can count on them. I am getting, for some of you, this is actually like family members, and I do feel like these people can be a great source of support if you need it. I also feel like you could this is interesting to show up in like your love and relationships readings, but there's even something here about like you communicating with a spirit guide, and you could be having like a bigger connection with your spirit buddies. So I do feel like, for example, meditation or even like intuitive writing, anything that you can do to connect with your guides, I feel like it is going to be quite significant, and they could bring you forward a lot of messages when it comes to that. That is also something that is coming through. Yeah, I feel like, you know, I really feel like there is someone here that really makes you feel like you need to hide and that you can be yourself. And I really feel like that person is like, don't be afraid to let them go. All right, but let's get here into some self-care, some advice and some self-care. We have self. If beating yourself up worked, you'd be thin, rich, and happy. Try loving yourself instead. There we go. Take a little rest. Be kind to yourself, okay? I feel like that is going to be very significant for you during these next 30 days. We also have, look at that, yeah, let them go, number 18. Didn't we get a number 18 before? Maybe not. But I really feel like there is someone here that you need to let go, and I do feel like it is a friendship. It's like, and you know it. I feel like you know it. I feel like you feel it in your heart that it is time. And just breathe and go towards it, you know, because it's time. And I really don't think, it's like you could have tried to make this work, and you could keep your hopes up because of what they once were able to give you, but I feel like the time has come, and I don't think that, it's almost like the purpose, the contract that you had with one another is over. So there's not really anything else that you can do. All right, well, let's pull here some self-care dice to finish this up. We have walk, perhaps walk with your pets. We also have cook and inner child. And I really feel like, again, your inner child needs a little bit of care, and needs a little bit of rest, all right? And also needs a little bit of love, so please be kind to yourself. I also feel like with this walk, it's just another confirmation, like, walk away. And I also feel like with this pets, there's this thing of like, I don't know, I'm getting the sense of like rubbing the belly. And it's like, you may need to rub your own belly. You may need to just like lay on the couch and be like, today I think I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna have a nap. You know, it's just like whatever you want to do. Just be a pet, be a dog, be a cat. Just spend some time doing absolutely nothing, just existing, just breathing within possible, you know. Maybe read a little book, watch a little movie, but really take some time to rest. All right. And with this cook, I feel like there's also this thing of like connect with your body, because I feel like, and I'm guilty of that too. So, you know, don't feel judged by this, but when we're workaholics, sometimes we forget to eat. And I feel like that may have been happening here. Okay. So please be mindful of that. Take care of your body and cook yourself some very nurturing foods that I feel like it's going to give you more energy, and it's going to allow you to center yourself back and to gain also a bit more knowledge and a sense of security, a sense of peace and tranquility, and a sense of renewed motivation as well. Okay, so with that being said, pile number 3, this is what I have for you. I hope it resonated, I hope it helped. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to hear from you, so definitely comment down below how this resonated. You can also check out the link below in the description box for private readings and the other channel that I own, the Sunny Virgo for bird nest, for zodiac house and zodiac signs readings. And yeah, that's it. So I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, pod number 4. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Tangerine Quartz, you're in the right place. Let's get right into it. We are going to start with a overall energy for your next 30 days. Then we're going to look into career, into love, and we're going to finish up with some advice and self-care messages. We also have some self-care dice for some specifics that can help make your next 30 days a little bit better. Okay, so let's see here what we have for your next 30 days. We have the ever unfolding rose, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. We have fairy magic, respectfully work with the fairies to achieve your goals, number 13. We have prosperity, oh, look at you, and career, oh, okay. Well, I guess your next 30 days are going to be with a big focus on your career. I also feel like when it comes to love, well, not only love, I feel like relationships overall, like your work relationships are going to be quite significant. So this could be, you could be meeting someone through work, co-workers could be relevant, your boss could be relevant. I do feel like there is a big energy over career for your next 30 days. And it's so interesting how we have here number 13. The number 13 in the tarot is the death card, which is about transformation and rebirth. And I feel like when it comes to possibly specifically your career and your prosperity, you may have been feeling stuck. You may have been feeling like you wanted more, like you wanted to create more in your life, but you couldn't. And maybe even like ideas, they wouldn't take off, or you would get an idea, but then it would kind of slip through your fingers, or maybe even you would launch a product, or you would do something and it wasn't seen, it wasn't really being well received. And it was almost like you may have been feeling like the work that you have been doing was, was unappreciated and like irrelevant, like you shouldn't be doing it at all. It was unnecessary and you were just wasting your time. And I feel like it was not a waste of time. I feel like your guides are asking you during these next 30 days, things are shifting. But I also feel like your guides are asking you to see what you can learn from the things that weren't working. Because perhaps it wasn't the product that wasn't working, it wasn't the idea that wasn't working. Maybe for some of you, maybe it just wasn't the right project for you. Maybe it just wasn't the right idea for you. I am even getting books specifically where you may have tried to write a book, or you may have launched a book or something. and it just didn't work, it was like, that was not the book. It's not that you're not a good writer, it's not that you're not going to launch a successful book, but maybe that book specifically wasn't the one. And I feel like there's this energy of like, don't give up. And you may have an idea during these next 30 days that are really the thing. Career, prosperity, they're really the thing that is going to bring you the prosperity and the success, the recognition that you're looking for. And I really feel like there is this sense of relief. There's this sense of like, she's even like laying back and just being like, okay, I can finally get it. I'm finally free. I can finally understand why these things were happening to me. You know, I feel like there's a little bit of clarity on why it had to happen. And I also feel like there's a bit more motivation coming forward in the next 30 days. And I also feel like there is even like this ladder here in this tree in the career card. And I feel like this is you climbing towards success, you know? And maybe you were kind of putting the ladder in the wrong place, you know? And now the ladder is really stable, really solid, because you have been learning, you have been going through these transformations, and you have been like releasing things that were just not for you. And now, because you have done it, you're able to step forward, you're able to go one step at a time, and now you're able to reach the top. Now you're able, and these are like a bunch of butterflies, which is a symbol of transformation. So I really feel like, and she seems to be like swimming in coins. So I really feel like you are going to be very prosperous, very successful in these next 30 days. Your career is definitely going to be a big focus here. And I feel like you're going to be transforming your career. You're going to be leveling up. And there is definitely going to be a lot of support, a lot of help here when it comes to that. I also feel like this could be specifically when it comes to love, where, you know, a little bit of what we have been talking about is like maybe a lot of relationships weren't working, a lot of disappointments, a lot of heartbreaks, a lot of I don't know what to do anymore. And I feel like it was because they weren't the right people. It was because it wasn't the right time. It was this sense of there's more for you out there. And I feel like it's almost like this thing of the ideas that you were having, the situations that you have been going through that were disappointing and were leading to this place of stagnation and things not working out, they were kind of limiting you. They were crushing you a little bit. And I feel like there is something so good coming forward that is expanding you, that is making you bigger. And I'm getting a couple of things. I'm getting a lot of things when it comes to career, but when it comes to that thing of the books that I was picking up on, maybe for some of you, you didn't even launch a book. It could have been like you would start writing a book, but you would lose the motivation and the idea just would like be thrown away. And take this like as a metaphor. Maybe it's a metaphor for a product. You know, you would work on a product, but then it just didn't work out and just push it away. I feel like there is something here around like you were just still blossoming. The idea was just still blossoming. And again, whatever idea you have during these next 30 days, commit to it. And if you already are working on a book, commit to it. Okay. I'm also getting that during these next 30 days, you may actually be working on like a passive income or like multiple streams of income. And that is going to be powerful. That is going to be the thing that is going to bring you a lot of money. So definitely work through it and just know that you were supported and know that you were on the right path. Okay. So as if we weren't talking about career enough, let's get into career. Let's see what we have for you. Let's see. We have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. We also have a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Oh, that's so beautiful. We have Queen of Pentacles. Look at you, and Two of Pentacles. So there we go. Like Two of Pentacles. There's really this thing of, and even with like the new earth, there's this thing of like you creating, perhaps before you were really focused on active. I'm actually not sure if it's called active income, but you may have been working or focused on an income that was like you had to work for it over and over and over again. And I feel like there is this thing of like the diversifying, you like creating other possibilities, you creating other routes. And I feel like a lot of those routes are routes where you have to put a little bit of effort now, right? But in the end, it's going to be like you're just raising the children. Then they're eventually going to start to walk on their own. And I feel like that is the thing that is happening here. Is like you may have to put a little bit of effort now, but I feel like sooner than later you're going to be able to let those to let that work flow and work for you. And I really feel like there's something here about like making money work for you. And I feel like that is something that you may have also been healing. But in the end, I feel like there's just something around like you healing your own view of money. And with the Queen of Pentacles and this physical and emotional healing, maybe there is even something around like you thinking that you were not worthy of money. And also your self-confidence, like your confidence in your own skills. I feel like that is going to be a big focus for your next 30 days. And it's so interesting how sometimes I feel like I'm talking in the past, like this has already happened. And it could be that the transformation, that the this point of like cracked open, the physical healing, maybe you have already gone through it. In the next 30 days, it's about the new beginnings. It's about because we have like a lot of shifting energy. So maybe there's even like a lot of different groups. It's like there are groups that are going through the transformation, groups that are before the transformation and need to go through the healing. And there are groups that have already gone through the transformation and have already gone through the healing, that are already working on multiple sources of income, are already starting on working on in this new earth. And this is your confirmation, right? But I really feel like overall, these next 30 days, there is a big emphasis on making money work for you, making money your best friend. Okay, if you don't see it that way, that is something for you to work with. You can even write like a letter to money. Goodness. And I do that every single Monday to start the week off right. In the morning, I write a letter to money, saying how grateful I am for having money in my life and why I am grateful, and how money is able to help me and is able to help others, and how we can work together. It's like is having this little moment of appreciation for money for you to be able to create more of it, for you to be able to make money feel welcomed. And I feel like that could be something that could shift your perspective a little bit. And also look at how you're spending money. For some of you, because you may be I don't know, I'm getting like two different things, and I feel like now we have to work together here in a little bit of self-awareness for some of you, I feel like you're not spending enough. For others of you, I feel like you're spending too much. And I feel like, and for others of you, I actually feel like you have been in the both places, and now you're finding a balance. And I feel like that is also going to be a focus for these next 30 days. It's finding that balance where you're not just saving and not using that money in whatever way. You're just it's like you're not giving your money attention, so money doesn't feel welcome, because like, oh, so I'm just gonna stay there, and pile number 4 is not even going to notice me. But it's also not in the point of just using it carelessly, and perhaps budgeting could also be good. We have a lot of earthy energy here, so it could even be an earth sign, but like not also getting into the point of where you're just spending carelessly and money just feels like it's, I'm just another coin. I'm just another coin in pile 4's life. It's like he's having care for money and knowing that money is there for your advantage and to help you go through life. But it's also about cherishing it and making sure that money feels seen and money feels respected. So I really feel like there's a lot of transformation here around how you use money, how you view money, how you work, how you deal with your work. There's like a big transformation that I do feel like for some of you, you're already going through that transformation. But to recap a little bit, look into multiple streams of income. Look into how you can create a stream of income that is passive, that it's like you put in the effort, but then it just works for you. It just makes money for you. Usually, things online, downloadable products, those are passive incomes, or for example, even rents, with housing and everything, just whatever you can do to create more money out of money. I feel like that is also a big focus that your guides are asking you to step into, and look again into how you deal with money in terms of perhaps you're saving way too much and not using that money, and you're like preventing yourself or restricting yourself. But also be careful about not overspending and being a little bit conscious over temptations. Like, are you buying something, for example, when you are buying something, is it really something that makes sense? Is it really something that is useful? Is it really something that is supportive of you and supportive of your journey, you know? So it's about being a little bit more conscious about money. But I definitely feel like, I mean, Queen of Pentacles, she's the queen of the coin. She's the queen of the money. So I do feel like you're being, I mean, you even have prosperity here. So you're clearly being very abundant and very prosperous these next 30 days. And there's a big shift happening here. So I wouldn't even be surprised if, like, beginning of the next 30 days, so today, you're perhaps struggling a little bit. And then by the end of it, you're, like, totally different. You're rich. You're a millionaire. Whatever the case may be. But I really feel like you're going to be in such a different place when at the end of these 30 days. So that's really positive. Let's take a look here now into love and into relationships. This could be a friend, family member, but love as well. So let's see what we have. We have memories and remembrance with 26. We have the 5 of Wands, and we have death. Oh, look at that. We have the death card of the 13. There's something here about you gaining power. I feel like you have been in a place, and this could be love. I'm also getting that this could be about a family member, but I feel like you have been in a place, specifically if you're thinking about an ex and the energy of an ex has been quite big in your surroundings. I feel like it has been drowning you a little bit and draining you even, but I feel like it has been drowning you, and I feel like it has been creating you, making you be in this place of sadness, in this place of confusion, and you having to fight with everyone else and just like not sure where to go. And I feel like perhaps this energy has also been an energy of not necessarily that you were blocking out other people, but perhaps there's a bit of like comparison. I'm also getting a little bit of, you could have been dealing with a Scorpio. We have Scorpio energy coming through, but it doesn't have to be. But perhaps there could have been a little bit of an energy of not necessarily comparison, but just like, I feel like because the energy is still present, it's like it gets complicated to let other people in, and the energy doesn't have to be an energy of, oh, I want that person back. It could be the energy of pain, the energy of what this person created in you. And I feel like these feelings, if you have been repressing them, they could be coming up, but I feel like you're walking out of them. I feel like you're finding the truth, you're acknowledging the feelings if you have been repressing, and you're finally being able to move forward. So for some of you, I am getting a bit of an energy of moving on, and I am also getting an energy of you rising up and becoming better, because like in this 26 card, like there is this energy of like this girl, she looks kind of sad, and even here, like it's almost like this is you right now, right? And it's like you're the memories are kind of, you know, pushing this your inner child into a place of insecurity, into a place of frustration even, and into a place of sadness, you know, and just perhaps even feeling demotivated. And maybe that was also influencing your career and your prosperity, because, you know, everything is related, and maybe that was affecting your money and your finances as well. But now I feel like during these next 30 days, you're getting into a place of support. It's no longer like, I need to push through, oh my God, I can't handle this. It's more in a place of, I'm supporting myself. There you go. You know, and she's like so vibrant. She's so happy. She's so like, you know what? I'm fine. I'm gorgeous, and I deserve the best. And I feel like there is a lot of me, myself, and I kind of energy, and really becoming confident and letting go of limitations and insecurities that may have come up. And your inner child feels a lot more supportive as well. And because they feel more supported, and because they feel more supported, they feel more supportive. And they're able to allow you to have fun, and possibly even to communicate with other people and get to know new people. With this 5 of Wands, I do feel like there could be like a lot of people in your life already, and I feel like it's more about focus. I feel like before you can communicate with anyone and you can't kind of create something solid with anyone, during these next 30 days, you may have a bit more focus around yourself. And then maybe perhaps on the 26th of the day of the 30 days, there could be the opportunity for you to either meet someone or dive deeper into a relationship that you're already connecting with. But it's not I don't think that it's the ex energy, to be honest. For some of you, you could definitely, if you're already in a committed relationship, I do feel like you could be or if this is, for example, about a family member, I feel like you could be overcoming an obstacle. You could be overcoming a hiccup that you may have had between the two of you in an argument or something like that. And I feel like you're becoming a lot more open to one another, and things are really being able to blossom here for the two of you. Let me actually pull one more oracle card here, to see where we're going. Whoa, okay. So we'll take all of these, I guess. Jealousy and possessiveness, joy and jubilation, and love's embrace. So I do feel like this past energy, doubt and indecision. I do feel like these 30 days, it's going to be very good for clearing and very good for getting clarity on your next path. And I do feel like this past person, I feel like they're still going to be around your energy for quite a little bit. Again, I feel like for the majority of the next 30 days, they may still be around you. And after that, I feel like you're going to be able to make a decision. Honestly, I am getting that with this joy and jubilation and love's embrace, you could be connecting with someone new, possibly at a party or at like some social gathering, some sort of social gathering. And it could be a lot lighter, could be a lot more freeing and happy. And I really feel like this person, however, the past one, is still going to be lingering a little bit. So if this is about not necessarily a past person, but a complication, an obstacle, I feel like he may still be a little bit of a theme throughout the rest of the majority of these 30 days. But I feel like after that, you're going to be able to let it go, and you're going to be able to get into a better, more solid place with that person. But yeah. So I feel like it's going to be a bit of a, I don't know, confusing time in terms of love and relationships, particularly a specific relationship. But I really feel like by the end of the 30 days, you're going to be able to see a way out, and you're going to be able to find your solution here. I do feel like for some of you, man, I am getting that if this is about like an ex, I don't think that there is a reconciliation. I feel like there is someone new. If this is about an obstacle, I feel like there is a possibility for you to work things out together, and for you to let go of the problem. But yeah, so let me get here into some self-care, some advice, some self-care. We have patience. It is safe to wait. And I do feel like this is about, especially about love, where it's like you don't have to make a decision. You don't have to have it figured out straight away. Like, wait things out, because I feel like solutions and answers may even come to you, especially if this is about an argument. I even feel like this person may come forward to apologize, or I feel like you may also get a realization of why that argument happened, and I feel like this person will too, and it's going to allow things to work out better. You know, you may need a little bit of time to work through things, so don't feel pressured to just rush into solving things. You know, you can have your time for yourself, but you can also have your time to work with yourself, okay? I also feel like for some of you, there is this thing of like your patience will be rewarded, especially if you have been like single as a Pringle for a very long time. I do feel like your patience will be rewarded, and perhaps there was still a little bit of past wounds that kind of needed to be healed, and that's why you weren't really receiving any new love. And now I feel like you're actually overcoming it, and you're able to move forward towards something new, towards something better. Okay. We also have sun. Paint the sun back into your sky with the number 11. So I really feel like this is about like getting your mojo back, and there's really this thing of like putting the effort into creating your like a very solid foundation for your career. Create the effort for, I don't know, this is giving me like gallery vibes. It's like you create the painting and then you put it on a gallery, and you just receive money. You don't have to really do anything else to receive that money. So I really feel like there's a little bit of that energy here. But I also feel like this is about you connecting with yourself again. You know, this is about you connecting with getting that mojo back and really connecting with this self-confident and me, myself, and I kind of energy, you know, and focusing back on yourself and doing the things that make you happy. I do feel like there's a lot of freedom coming forward during these next 30 days. And I also feel like there is this thing of, I am getting like a little bit of go out and have fun and flirt with people. You may need to flirt. It may be a need. It may be a requirement for you during these next 30 days. It's like just going out and flirting with people to build up that self-confidence a little bit, to I don't know, to know that you're wanted, to know that you're appreciated, you know, just like get out of your comfort zone a little bit as well, you know, but be yourself and try to, I mean, this may be very specific. If you don't feel comfortable at all with flirting and you want to do that, then of course you don't have to do that. But if you feel like that could be beneficial, I feel like it could. Even if it scares you, I feel like it could be beneficial for you to just like flirt a little bit and see that there are other options for you out there, and also flirt with ideas, okay? And let them be part of your life. So let's pull here some final self-care for you to focus on during these next 30 days. We have, look at that, yeah, money. So definitely focus on money and focus on, yeah, being creative. Look at that, we even have do something new and clean the house. I feel like this is all related, but it's like clean the house, clean your beliefs when it comes to money, but also be creative on creating money. Be creative on how you can like receive more. And with the do something new, it's like you may need to revamp a little bit, like how you have been dealing with money and how you have been working. And with the do something new, there's that thing of like budgeting, or even, you know, if you have been saving up too much, definitely splurge a little bit. I'm giving you permission to splurge. I'm giving you the confirmation that it is okay. You're going to be safe. You know, you're going to be safe to indulge in yourself and to pamper yourself a little bit. All right. I'm also getting that there's this thing of like, do something new, flirt, be creative, and, you know, money and clean the house. There's this thing of like, get outside of your house and have fun. Get outside of your house and invest in experiences. Invest in stories. You know, I feel like there is this thing of like, go make memories. We were talking about memories and remembrance. Go make memories that you're going to tell your grandchildren, or you're going to tell, you know, your nieces and nephews in 20, 30 years. And it's like, make memories for yourself during these 30 days and try to move past a little bit this past energy. And maybe for some of you, this is about creating new memories with this person that you're having that argument with. But I do feel like there is this thing of like, flirt, go on a trip. That is also something that I'm getting. Just live, essentially. Okay? So, pile number 4. I hope this resonated. I hope it helped. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to hear from you how this resonated, so definitely comment down below. You can also check out the link in the description box for private readings, and you can check out the Sunny Virgo for zodiac cusp and zodiac signs readings. And that's it. So, I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.